Hi Aries, and welcome to your timeless reading. All right guys, so we're going to take a look at your past, present, future for you, your love energy and your career. So this is just a spread that kind of came to me in a dream. I just did it, the first one for Cancer, absolutely fell in love with it. So let's see how yours comes out. So let's see, Aries energy for the past. Those of you guys that want to participate in the free giveaways for the personal readings, feel free to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you're already subscribed, then thank you so much. I truly appreciate you. If you want to follow me on Instagram, we do have a new series there called Frisky Fridays. That is something that also came to me in a dream. As well as we do pop-up giveaways over there now. So I give away 15 questions. I just pop up on live, and whoever needs to see it, or whoever needs the free questions the most, I truly believe that if I do them pop-ups, then they will be called. But you can also put your notifications on so that you will be able to see whenever those readings come up. We also have weekly giveaways on Instagram, so the link for that is in the description box below as well, you guys. All right, so the present energy for Aries. Present energy for Aries. Focus on that money. The future energy for Aries. Focus on that stability. Using all of that Mars energy, right? The Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Wow, we have the King of Pentacles in the present energy. So some of you, you're in a relationship here, and it's kind of a little bit of you're really feeling the need to really step up within the relationship financially, because of the fact that you may have your partner as somebody who isn't making that much money due to COVID. That's just something that I am seeing. Let's see. Or you also may have a partner that spends money excessively. And the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Wands. Somebody may be making you create a judgment call on whether to commit or not, and you're just kind of like, no. I'm focused on my money. All right, Aries energy for love. All right, past energy for Aries and love. So when it comes to you, it's going to be like whatever messages come out. So like I just said, one for career, one for love. You never know what we're going to get. We're going to go into it deeper. So let's see. Aries energy for love for the past, please. Queen of Pentacles upright. So it could also be that your person was making more money than it's like due to COVID, it switched up where you're the one who's more stable right now. You may have somebody who actually lost their job, lost their position that they've been working very hard for due to COVID. And you may be a business owner that's doing very well right now. Present energy for love with Aries. Aries, present energy for love. Ooh, the Sun. Wow. Wow. And the future energy for Aries and love. Five of Wands. Some of you guys have a hard time, but at the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Wands here coming in. The Knight turns into the Queen or the King. So some of you here, you are choosing somebody to commit to if you're, in this energy, or you have somebody that's choosing to commit to you after, this person was seeing other people. You might have even been seeing other people here, but I feel like those of you that were kind of holding on to your ex, you may be letting go of your ex, and some of you guys are actually falling in love very unexpectedly, and you're very conflicted about how to tell this person. Yeah, because it may be that you're dealing with somebody who isn't as interested in you as you are with them, or you're not sure if they are, because it's kind of like I'm feeling this energy of two people that are both waiting for the other one to speak up, and in turn you don't want to play games with each other, but you are playing games with each other, and you may not really realize, but I think you do realize. I think you're both just scared. I don't think this is something that was, planned. I don't think you guys planned on. I think it just this person just kind of fell into your life. I was gonna say life, but then I said lap, There's this energy where you and this person, you can't really be around each other without being intimate with this person. That's probably what started this in the first place. The chemistry between you and this person is just electrifying, and it doesn't matter if you see them from across the room, you end up in the bathroom and a public restaurant. It doesn't matter if you are right beside them, you guys in the car driving, you end up pulling over and having a quickie. You know what I mean? It's like you cannot get your hands off this person, and you cannot get enough of this person. All right, let's see. Show me the... Okay, career and finance energy. Oh yeah, also this deck, thank you. One of you guys have purchased this deck for me, so I do have a list. For those of you guys that want to contribute to the channel in any way, there is a list in the description box of tarot decks that I'm very interested in. I don't know if you guys know, but somebody once told me that if you get a deck as a gift, it is a lot stronger, and it is very true, because the first deck that I got, I actually went from using that deck, I actually leveled up my skills. So I went from just being able to feel things to being able to see things, and it was the most intense experience I've ever had. And every time I get a deck as a gift, it's so strong. So I do have that there, and for those of you guys that feel generous and feel like you would like to donate a gift to the channel, then you're much appreciated, and I just want to thank you in advance. And thank you for all of you guys who've already purchased me decks. I truly appreciate every single one of you guys. Yeah, so look at you guys with this Ace of Pentacles. It's so sunny. Ace of Pentacles. Pentacles, Pentacles, Pentacles. Two queens, a king, and an ace. What is going on here? Some of you are in this position where you're about to have a child with somebody, and you're like, you don't need to work. You don't need to work. You don't want this person to work. You want them to stay home. You may be fighting because you don't want this person to go to work. You want them to stay home. Sorry, let me stop talking so that I can focus. Present energy, please, for Aries, finance, and career. Ooh, the devil. And future energy for Aries, finance, and career. Okay. Future energy for Aries. Okay, so what I'm seeing now, wow, the Ten of Pentacles. You guys, this is all Pentacles. Some of you guys are definitely, you are dealing with the person that you're going to marry. You may be becoming financially secure through another person, or you may be helping another person become financially secure. But pretty much, look at this at the bottom of the deck again, the Sun. Isn't this crazy? This is kind of crazy, you guys. We have two Queen of Pentacles, two Suns, and just all of this Pentacle, Pentacle, Pentacle. You're really stepping into your power with this Knight of Wands, turning into the King of Wands, turning into the Sun. You're being illuminated for your powers, for your gifts. You guys have this power of influence, and you're using it. You're finally, those of you guys that felt like you weren't noticed, you weren't seen, you're finally feeling noticed, you're finally feeling seen. I really, really feel very powerful with this energy. Love it. So, this is that energy where, you are just, you wake up and you're just like, yes, like, imagine if you don't like your job, you wake up and you just like scramble out of bed and you don't even want to get up, you don't even want to start. But imagine if you love your job, you wake up and you're just like, yes, let's get started. You know what I mean? Like, oh my God, you're like singing, you're dancing in the morning. It's so different. Or for those of you guys that haven't experienced that yet, this could just be you get up and it's your day off. Not your day off. It has to be something bigger than that. Like, you're going to a place that you've always wanted to go, and you're just so excited that you just jump out of bed with all this energy, right? You guys are definitely gaining that energy when it comes to either your love lives, your career. For some of you, it's both here. But others of you, I do feel like it's just within you. It's just like you feel good. You feel happy. You feel like you have so much to celebrate. And because of that, it's this contentment within your own self. It's you coming into that Nine of Pentacles, that Nine of Cups energy, where you don't, turn to another person to make you happy. You create your happiness from your own self. Some of you guys are actually healing through childhood traumas. You may be working with, what is it? Well, I heard psychic. That's not what I was going to say, but they said psychic. So some of you guys may even be getting like tarot readings to help you deal with things from your childhood trauma. But for others of you, the word I was trying to say, I keep hearing psychic, they're not letting me say it. A counselor. Some of you guys may be working with a counselor to dive into your childhood traumas here. But I do feel like some of you guys may even be meditating. There are meditations on releasing, blockages from your childhood, blockages from your past. But You're working on releasing anything that needs to be released in order for you to move forward without anything chaining you back, right? This is what you're realizing, these change, right, with this devil energy here. So I guess we'll start off with, we'll do it in order. So we will start off with you guys. So in your past, we have judgment here. So you guys were definitely called out, whether it was by a person or whether it was by yourself, whether it was by your guides. You realized the things that you were doing that weren't for your highest good. You realized that you were still clinging on to a person from the past that was blocking you from having love in your future moment. You realized many things because it was kind of like, I'm kind of hearing like an intervention. It was that day where you couldn't put things behind you anymore. It was that day where you couldn't ignore things. It was very loud and it was very clear what you were doing to sabotage yourself. In the future, we have the King of Pentacles. So from those realizations, from you taking that action between the past and now, or sorry, this is the present, from the past and now, to, you know, do those, to remove those things that were holding you back, to do those things that you need to do that you were avoiding doing, you became more stable. You became more, you know, financially secure. You became more secure within yourself. I feel like a lot of you guys have learned some very, very valuable lessons within your own self, the way that you look at yourself, the way that you feel about yourself, and you're feeling very, very secure right now within yourself, within your finances. Others of you are really focused on how to turn $1 into 5. You're really wanting to flip your money, so maybe you're going to invest. Some of you guys may even be thinking about investing in real estate. You may be looking to buy some stocks, whatever the case may be. You're really working on building finance, like generational wealth, building finance for the long term. You're thinking about retirement. You're thinking big, right? Some of you guys might have been a little bit small-minded in the past, and you've had somebody who's a little bit more spiritual come in and be like, hey, you can have whatever you want. You just need to realize you can have whatever you want, right? Because Aries are, to be honest, I assumed that Aries would be very, very motivated, that all Aries, you know, would be very motivated, very, you know, driven, very whatever, just like Scorpio, because we have that Mars energy, right? But that's not all of us. That's not all Scorpios. Just like I realized that's not all Aries, because I do know quite a few Aries, and I feel like they are pretty high in the positions that they're at, but they don't all want, you know, to climb to the top, and to climb to the very, very top and, you know, sit at the top, you know what I mean? Just like I thought that that's what I wanted, and I realized quickly, like, I actually would rather not be at the top. There are some things, I'm in my, like, I like to be comfortable, but I don't like to be way out there, you know what I mean? So some of you guys, you might have been thinking too small. Wow, so some of you guys were thinking too big. It's not that you were thinking too big, I don't ever believe in too big, but you wanted things because of the way that it looked. So you wanted to be a millionaire because of the way that it looked. You wanted to have a huge social media platform because of the way that it looked. And you're realizing that you were doing these things for the wrong reason. And now you're being, you know, called to that fact. And maybe you were on such a roll that you didn't want to take the time to really, you know, that's where we get confused, is we don't check in with ourselves, whether it's a relationship or a real life. Check in with ourselves. Are we still on the right path? Did we forget the purpose? Why is it that we're doing what we're doing? Are we still happy doing this, or are we just chased? Are we just caught up in the chase? Because I do feel like that Mars energy could really get us caught up in the chase of things, and we forget the sole purpose of why it was that we were even doing it to begin with. So some of you, that's what it was. And for others of you, it's that somebody came in, slapped you on the head and say, hey, you could become anything you want to become, and you need to start believing that because you have everything you need within you. You just need to believe that you do. And from that moment on, you took your career to the next level. You took those thoughts that you had intuitively and you took the next step, right? You're go now. You know where you're going and you're not afraid to get there. I love this for you guys. But then in the future, we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse here. So that kind of goes back to where I said some of you guys might have wanted $1 million because of the way that it sounds, but then you're realizing, I don't want to put in the work to make $1 million. So, you know, maybe $500,000 is comfortable for me. Maybe $300,000 is comfortable for me. Hell, maybe $100,000 is comfortable for me. But I don't really want what I thought I did. Others of you, with the devil card that I am seeing here, there could have been something that some sort of addiction that you had gone on to that had made you, you know, financially, that will make you financially insecure in the future. So you do have to be careful. This is a warning, I guess, right? Whenever we're looking at the future energy, it's so that you know what you can do to get out of that. So if you know that you spend too much money on this, this, and this, it's like maybe you need to really take a look at your finances and see where you're wasting certain money, where all your money is going. Get, you know, straight on where all your money is going so that you know, and you don't have to, you know, figure it out once you are in the minuses financially. Because for some of you, this is getting so happy and comfortable with having so much money in the bank that you don't really, because this is what I'm hearing, and it is so true. They say, if you can't handle $1,000, how are you gonna if you can't handle $1,000, how are you gonna handle $100,000? It's so true, because as you gain more money, you have to learn how to figure out what to do with that money. Because if you keep treating it the same way that you were treating the money that you had in the beginning, you're going to end up with no money just as quickly. It doesn't matter how much it is. So, you know, that's something that I've worked with clients in the past, because I've done, you know, I've helped people out with, you know, certain life coaching. And so I think I'm going to start doing that again. But that's kind of what I'm seeing here. And with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, it's like getting so comfortable and sitting on your throne and not really worried about your finances, not having a budget because you're making so much money. And then all of a sudden you're like, wait a second, where did it go? You know? So really focus on that, because there is something in the future where it's kind of like, I don't feel like it's you for the most part, though. I feel like you're going to lose out on money due to another person for the majority of you, but others of you, it could be due to an addiction of yours. This could even be shopping. You shop too much, whatever it could be, right? But I do see here where with this Queen of Pentacles, it could be that your mother needs help financially and you're in the position to be able to help your mother, but it is such a large amount of money that it ends up putting you in debt, or putting you in a situation where you're not, you know, so comfortable anymore. Or this could be where your wife, your husband loses their job due to COVID. You know, I'm not projecting that on anybody, but I'm saying there is something that is going to happen that is going to be some payment that you're going to have to pay, a chunk of money that you're going to have to give that is going to be more than expected. So make sure that you're putting this new money that's coming into your hand into use, right? Saving it in the right things, creating an emergency fund. It doesn't matter how much money you make, things happen. Create an emergency fund. So that's what I'm saying. I'm seeing here, and I'm also hearing that some of you guys need to put some money in your homes. I don't know why I'm hearing this, but you have money in the bank, cool. But I'm hearing you need to have like a safe, or like just money in under your pillow, something. But keep some cash at home too for some sort of an emergency, is what I'm hearing. All right, so let's move on to your love. We have the Queen of Pentacles in the past. I just need a drink. Sorry, my throat is so dry. All right, Queen of Pentacles in the past, the Sun in the future, or sorry, the Sun in the present, and in the future we have the Five of Wands. So it kind of looks like, so the Queen of Pentacles in the past here. In the past, you definitely, so I'm seeing this in a couple different ways. Some of you guys here, what I'm seeing this is finances are very good in the past, or you're really thinking about starting a child, starting a family in the past. You found the one that you want to be with, and now you want to raise children together. You want to take things to the next level. So in this present moment, some of you guys are finding out that you're pregnant. Some of you guys are going to be working towards pregnancy. And it does look like that is going to create a little bit of conflict and chaos in the future, because I do feel like there's this energy where somebody was very stable, and that's why you decided to take things in the present to the next level. But then in the future, the Queen of Pentacles becomes in reverse, so you find out that the Queen of Pentacles isn't as stable as you thought, and it leads to some fighting and arguing within the relationship. I really hope that this is not fighting and arguing because somebody isn't fertile, because I just hope that that's not the case, because that is so crazy. You know what I mean? I mean, it obviously does happen. It obviously does happen. It doesn't have to just be the woman. It could also be the male. But, you know, that's such a, especially if somebody wants kids, to find out that they can't have kids, that's such a heartbreaking thing. So to have fighting on top of that, you know, that is just, but in the moment, I guess you don't really think about it like that. But maybe this is a warning for you guys, because some of you guys, that may be the case here, where you're fighting because You might have made a large purchase or purchased a home because you were financially stable. You might have made a decision because both of you guys were financially stable. And now one of you is financially stable. And due to that fact, in the future, there's a lot of fighting because one of you guys can't pay for whatever this purchase was. And the other one is kind of having to pick up the slack where the other one is lacking, right? But this is where it comes into, like, if you're married to somebody or if you plan on getting married to somebody, that you'll be there through thick and thin, because how do you know that you're always going to be the stable one if that's you, right? Later on, you may be the one that's not stable, that needs help. So you can't really fight and argue about these things. You can't fight and argue about things that you can't control. And of course, in the moment, you don't realize that. But if you can't control it, you're just making it tear you apart even more. It's already tearing that person apart. It's already complicated and stressing you out. So why tear each other apart? You know what I mean? Just to actually end up possibly breaking apart. So be very careful about that, about what it is that you are fighting about, what it is that you are arguing about in the future with your partner. And make sure that you think twice before you speak here. But when it comes to the present moment, it does look like you are, very happy. There's a lot of growth, there's a lot of room, and a lot of beautiful things that are happening within your connections. I just think in the future, things are definitely going to take a turn. And I feel like it does have a lot to do with either other outside influences or just stress of everyday life getting into your relationship. So make sure you separate things and make sure you don't allow other people to steer the process of your relationship, because when it comes to your main energy here, we have the King of Wands, and the King of Wands is somebody who is confident, is honest, and who knows what they want and is the leader, right? So you are the leader, and if you're the leader, then you're not going to let somebody else's opinion steer the way that you think about your person. So make sure, because I do feel this energy of outside influences being jealous of this connection, of how stable and happy it was. So the second something small happens that makes this relationship not feel the best, they're going to try and make it seem 10 times worse than it actually is. So definitely be careful of that. I'm also hearing this could be a mother or a father that doesn't like your person, or your mother, or the opposite. Just somebody's mother or father just doesn't want somebody to be with their daughter or son. And because of that, they're trying to pick fights. Don't let outside influences stop your relationship. Only thing that can ruin your relationship is the things that you allow to ruin your relationships, right? Create that blockage, create those boundaries. When it comes to your finances, it looks like in the past you definitely had a new opportunity come in here. Others of you, by the end of this year, you're having a new opportunity come in. Something that you've been wanting for a very long time, whether this is a raise, whether this is to start a business, you're finally going to have the income, or you already had the income come in to be able to take that to the next level here. But with the Devil, I feel like you have the finances, you have everything you need, but your fear is the only thing holding you back. And right now you have to work on overcoming your fears, overcoming the things that you feel that are tying you down financially that really aren't. So say you lost your job. Okay, you lost your job. Yes, it does seem like the end of the world in this current present moment. But if you spend any more time thinking about the fact that you had lost your job, all you're going to do is create more stress. So you have to just get on to the next step of your life, right? You lost your job. All right, done. Next. What's next? Okay, we have to figure out how to make money. How are we going to make money? And then you start getting, excited to see all the different ways that you can make money, right? But if you spend that time stuck thinking about the fact that you had lost your job, it's not going to do anything except create more of a worse situation for you. So it's like learning how to untie yourself from situations that make you feel tied down by thinking of other ways around it. Because in the future, you have the 10 of Pentacles. So whatever was tying you down, it does not matter. And it also shows me that if you did lose your job, it was for a reason, because you're ultimately going to end up into a career that makes you a lot more happier or brings you a lot more money here. But whatever this energy is that's holding you back now, it's not going to be holding you back for longer or for long, because in the future, you have the 10 of Pentacles. You get to where it is that you want. You have financial abundance. And the one thing you have is financial freedom, which is what everybody wants. So I don't see that you have to worry here, because again, at the bottom of the deck, you have the Sun, which is telling me that absolutely you are going to find happiness and success. But I do feel like you are going to have to either travel for work, travel for a new job, or you're going to have to, go outside of your comfort zone and do the things that truly make you feel happy, regardless of, again, what other people think or your fears. All right, you guys. So that is what I have for you guys. If you guys want to follow me on Instagram or here to participate in the free giveaways, feel free. Otherwise, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this reading. I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, and leave me a comment letting me know how this resonates with you. I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of your evening, and take care, my loves. Bye. That was supposed to be like a, I don't know what that was. Bye, guys.